Hello, I'm Fabrice Ernandes, and we're here in this building at Castle Beach to go over the weekly update from the 9th of July to the 16th of July. So what happened? Fabrice Ernandes, broker here in Miami. Today, we're going to cover several points about Castle Beach for this week. First, we'll look at the latest sales updates. Second, we'll go over the recent rental updates. Third, we'll also discuss what precisely happened regarding the court decision and carefully consider whether this will indeed impact Castle Beach in terms of the potential sale of the building. Let's take a look at this Excel sheet and review what happened this week. There are a total of 32 properties for sale at Castle Beach. Not much activity. We can see that there isn't much activity here at Castle Beach. Why is that? Quite simply, we've analyzed the situation regarding this. If you want to buy an apartment or sell one, don't hesitate to get in touch with us. My phone number is 786-603-0184. It also works on WhatsApp. Why aren't there many apartments for sale here at Castle Beach? And why do the apartments? Because these are questions we get regularly. Why do the apartments stay on the listing for so long? The answer is very simple. The developer, Martin Terra, came and made an offer of $770,000 for each studio. I'm using the example of studios to make it simpler. What do we have? This situation here, where developers are obviously looking for this kind of context, that is buildings on the beach, so they can do exactly what was done here at the Costa, which was bought out, and where the Pentagon is currently being built. So what happened? An overvalued offer of $770,000 in order to get and entice all the owners. As a result, the building didn't sell. Why? Let's talk about the 21 Biscayne law that was passed here this week. You can see it in this article from The Real Deal. We'll look at it in just a moment. 80%, 100%. 100% of the owners is required to sell the building, and this isn't new. The condo docs might tell you that 80% is enough, but 100% is the law in Florida. You need 100% of owners to complete the sale of the building. So let's continue with today's financial analysis. What do we have? The 1,515, this studio just put up for sale at $320,000. We're looking at $800 per square foot. The price per square foot ranges $650 and $750. Castle Beach is still above that for now. So is this price overvalued? Yes. Are the apartments selling well? Apartments sell as soon as they're priced at market value. We've seen units 812, 814, 507, 511, and 1,701 sold over the past 2 months. Why? Because these apartments were simply priced at market value. So let's continue with the rentals. Let's take a look at the rentals. Yeah, of course, I'm talking about annual rentals specifically. The 1,425 priced at $2,000, dropping to $1,975. That's completely reasonable. Why? The explanation comes again, quite simply, we're in the low season. And every year, owners do exactly the same thing. Owners typically put their apartments up for long-term annual rental. Usually it's for 3 months, 6 months. They don't list it for a full year so they can have income during the low season. We're in the low season. And of course, they also want to take advantage of the high season by renting it out by the day. That's very, very often what happens. That's why we see drops in rent prices, like this apartment, 1,425, which is a studio now priced at $1,975 and has been on the market for 123 days. Castle Beach, this is where we are. This is Castle Beach. 80% of the units are condos. So yes, the majority. With 80%, is it possible to sell Castle Beach? Number, we need 100%. This significant court decision, which was indeed made by the Florida Tribunal, and you can clearly see it directly in this Real Deal article, ultimately sided with the owner regarding the sale of the building, which absolutely should not have happened today. Does this impact Castle Beach? No, it won't impact it any more than that. A lot of people are panicking. Why? There are several chats, 3 or 4, I can't remember exactly, but it doesn't matter. That took place during the sale of the building where all the owners communicate together. Guys, nothing has changed. You still need 100% of the owners to sell the building, meaning 100% agreement from the owners to sell the building. That hasn't changed at all. The building wasn't sold to Martin Terra, the developer, the last developer, simply because we didn't have 100%. What does 100% mean? It's Florida law. Advice for investors, buyers, and owners. Let's take the simplest case, the owner. For the owner themselves who lives at Castle Beach, is it really that important for the sale to go through? Not really. If it does happen, that's great. It's a big payout. If it doesn't, they still have their apartment with direct access here to the beach on the hill, right in the middle of everything. Will the investor who comes in take precautions? Of course, they're going to take precautions. Will that delay things? And will it push the developer away from the market? No. As you can see, buildings keep going up, buildings keep being built. We have the 71 Nubi. We have 7,200 Collins. We have the Perigon under construction. So all these buildings are still being built. So based on what? Based on 100% of the owners agreeing to sell the building. So what will the investors do? Will they step back? Certainly not. We don't have a crystal ball, but I really don't actually think investors are certainly going to step back in any way at all. Will Castle Beach be sold tomorrow? We don't know either. We don't have a crystal ball. It's highly unlikely. Mass sales are much more difficult. It's unlikely that we'll have offer tomorrow or the day after. It's likely that we'll get an offer eventually for this particular position at Castle Beach with its 4 acres, so it can be sold. Now, can foreign buyers buy at Castle Beach? Of course they can. You can continue to buy here at Castle Beach at a reasonable price. There are still owners who want to sell. There are still buyers who want to buy. It's completely ridiculous to list an apartment at an unreasonable price overpriced on the market thinking that maybe it will work. We have tools, real tools and software that allow us to make important comparisons. The comparables here at Castle Beach, a bit skewed. Naturally, those were prices that were much higher. Today, we can see that 5 apartments have been sold in 2 months at market price, exactly at the price per square foot is between $650 and $750 for Castle Beach. Do you want information about price analysis of an apartment? Do you want to see how you can get this apartment at the price you want to buy it for compared to the market price? Don't hesitate. Get in touch with us. Also, if you want to sell your apartment, get in touch with us. We will do the financial analysis for you beforehand because it's absurd to take an apartment, overprice it, and leave it on the listing for months and months, unless, of course, you don't want to sell it. But if you do want to sell, don't hesitate. We can do the analysis for you right away, put it up for sale, and sell it under the best condition. Thank you for watching this video, guys. So I'll see you next week. Every week we do a financial analysis and look at what's happening in the real estate world in Miami. Welcome, and don't hesitate to contact me about any real estate matters. Bye.